Walking down this country road here. Gotta get to Mass at 8 in the morning. So I'm trying to situate myself a little bit better. Kind of dangerous out here, but I'm trying to get a Mass on Sunday. I wasn't feeling well today. I didn't even want to go because I was feeling super sick. I said, but just made through it. I did 12 miles today. I started walking around. Redneck trucks out here. I started walking around 2 o'clock. It's getting dark early now, that's a problem. Try not to get run by rednecks. I call them rednecks, sorry, don't be offended. But it's just some people are just like that. There's no way to sugarcoat this stuff. It's not a slur. All my videos, if you think all my videos, I never call anybody redneck until I came to these parts where they're rednecks. I think it's that moonshine or whatever they be drinking out. You know, and even the people that live here are the ones that say that the people around here are rednecks. It's not me. The people that live around here, born and raised, complain about these people too. Happens to be a truck stop, a Love's truck stop, just ran into. Probably get a little something. I gotta go to Mass at 8 in the morning, so that's the biggest problem here. It's not a problem, but it's like it's what I just cannot just. It's complicated. I just say God will take care of it. That's the only thing I can say. Nothing else I can do. I'm out here with these rednecks want to run you over, man. America's problem is rednecks. I figured it out. I've never seen a group of crazier people than rednecks. I thought them gangsters in Chicago was crazy, man. But you see, the thing with gangsters is they're gangsters. So you can tell that's a gangster, right? A redneck, you can't tell that. This redneck might be driving a pickup truck. And they're hardcore rednecks, so it's very difficult out here. Mary been watching over me, man, because I done been hit by these rednecks right here. Saturday night, at this Love's truck stop here in Nova, whatever. If I'm gonna pull this, it's gonna be really complicated, man. But God will have to make one. Say the truth before I did where I started. I started right here. Wait a minute. I started right there, and I went down here, went down there, went to Chicago, from Chicago, I went to Springfield to St. Louis, Kansas City, all the way down to this place right here. That's 7 states. 7 states, man. I'm in the middle of this town here, bro. And a lot of drunk, high rednecks. You know, I'm trying to be patient. Like, you know, the church says supposed to be patient with people that annoy us. But after 7 states of rednecks, I don't know, man. I just don't yell at them. I just try not to make any vocal complaint or use any signage or body language. You know what I mean? I just look away or something, because these people here are like gnats. I think this is what happens when people abandon God, you know. They become like animals, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing that I see in the city. It's people here, it's ridiculous, man. It's like, I don't want to deal with this, but it's a pilgrimage. You come across people like that. You know, but country people, traditionally, country people are supposed to be more level-headed than city people. But it seems like this is not happening. It seems like they're really insane here. You know, just watch this stuff, man. These rednecks out here, man. They try to run you over. You know, how many times they try to run me over tonight? You think I'm making this stuff up, man? You know, so you gotta be careful around here. You know, it's like I think a lot of methamphetamines has to do with this. I'm not looking down on nobody now, but I've been around people that do drugs. Get certain symptoms. Drug addiction. That's why I see I cross the road, because he might just swerve. He might just see that's what I'm talking about. Look at that dude in there. You think he's sober. Look at that stuff right there. Spooky out here, bro. But I had to go to Mass, so I had to make a dedication for the Eucharist. For Jesus, right? You do anything for Christ. If it wasn't for no Christ, I would have slept somewhere in the tent. Not have to come this far, but I didn't want to risk that. situation happening. Very difficult. This is like the downtown cool. They got like a pop-up ATM over there. You know what I mean? You get your money from the ATM. And I don't know where you go. You probably go get some food over there. This is like the downtown, and they got Mexican. They got a Pizza Hut right there. I guess it's like where everybody comes to hang out at. And then you got these people here. I know he's got a Range Rover. It's probably selling dope or something. I don't know. And then you got all these places here. They got like the Mexican restaurant. And then you got like, see, here them rednecks over there going off at it. And then you got, I'm sorry, I respect people that. Somebody was, see that right there, dog right there? Look at that stuff right there. Look at that stuff right there. Look at that dude right there. Probably getting his beer there. Restaurant is closed at Pizza Hut. And then they got this is just about it right here. It's like I don't know what else you could do after you eat your Pizza Hut. You probably go next, I don't know what to do out in this place. But it seems I went to the truck stop. They had like a drug. Oh, look at that person over there. Another redneck in there going over there. They had like a drug. What do you call those? You put needles in them. Yeah, I'm trying to not make any eye contact with these rednecks here, bro. That's like an ambulance. You know, there's some people where people look down on. I don't look down on people, but it's a very difficult challenge not to look down on these people. It's a very difficult challenge. I've never looked down on anybody, even the weirdest people in San Francisco doing whatever they were doing. I never looked down on them. So I find it very difficult to respect these people. I try my best. It's a challenge. That's a challenge. Maybe that's why I took this pilgrimage, ask God for the grace, because it's really, their lifestyles is deplorable, you know. I'm not saying they're deplorable people, but their lifestyle, from what I've seen, walking over here, racism, too much of it, you know, and all that other stuff that goes on with it is not really the greatest. But the grace, what God calls us to do is to love people we hate. I don't hate them, I just dislike their lifestyle. You know, and the things I've seen, but that's not what God wants us to do. Sure, we condemn evil. We're supposed to understand that the person was made in the image of God. So whatever that entails, to love somebody is a very difficult thing. So that's why we got to ask God for the grace to love people. You know? There they come. I better get out the road, bro, because I'm not playing. I'm not lying. I don't want to get hit by a redneck out here. I don't mind dying, but I don't want to get hit by a 1983 pickup truck. That's got horse manure in the back. That's a sad way to... You see that person in that back there? It's following me, okay? It's been following me for like that's what's wrong with rednecks. You know? Can't see him now, he turned his lights off. So either they try to scare me like that. I'm not scared. And I would cut his light off. And I'm not scared of anybody. You know, there he is. Turn him on over there. You see him? Right there. Now it's racing over there. This is rednecks. They like that. Like, so if you go through, once you get to Missouri, out of Illinois, they just become just like that. So it's like, see, there it is. See that guy right there with that car? I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, right there. Right there. See him right there? He's following me on the other side of the road. They've been doing this. I'm used to it now. And that's a problem. It's 11 after midnight. I'm sitting under this overpass. Finally was able to get away from these rednecks. Dude, it's getting out of hand, man. You know, I don't want to judge, call people names, but sheesh. I'd advise you not to come to these places if you're black and you're going to be walking around. Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, southern Kansas, something like that. Waking up in the morning and going to mass, very difficult. Because a lot of the people at mass are a bunch of jerks, especially towards me. I'm just going to keep it 100 now. Because I probably might be making too many of these videos, Lord knows. So the thing with this, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Excuse me, pardon this breath, brush my teeth. Peace be with you in the name of Jesus. It's the Lord's Day. Kind of rough night over there, man. The dog was barking, so I had to like super squished out in like this little spot, so the wind don't blow and let the scent go. So the dogs all over this place. It's like a dog in every house. You can't sleep nowhere. A lot of places to sleep, but the dogs around here. It's just like rough country. But the thing with it is this. If you want to start being a Catholic and going to Mass, you're going to deal with a lot of annoyances. I'm going to be honest with you, the way the church has made everything is, one of the saints, listen to this. Remember, the church used to have Latin Mass, right? Everybody did the same Mass. So I could go to any church right now. And you could go to any country, Japan, Africa. I mean, Africa's a continent. You could go to any country and go to Mass without even looking. Now they got different languages. That's what the saints called it, the Bible. You know what happened at Bible, right? They started speaking in different languages and can't understand it. Have you ever tried to go on to what they call like trilingual Mass, where they got like Spanish, the Philippines, and like English? That stuff doesn't make sense. You know, that's what happened. The church is now the Babel, Tower of Babel. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The saints say that in the Catholic Church, in the days we're living in, after that whatever they changed the languages, people would not get many blessings from God, because the whole idea of being a Catholic is not what you bring to God, but what God gives you through the sacraments. You know, external signs of God's grace. You see what I'm saying? External signs is, listen, I'll simplify this. When God became flesh, when the Word became flesh, that means God made a manifestation, right? He became a human being just like you and me. So His grace also took a physical appearance. Everything took a physical appearance. Because Christ is so great. The greatness of Christ is so great that you can't understand it. Even to try to begin to explain Jesus is not possible. Somebody wants to tell you I understand Jesus is lying. You know what I mean? This, I'm going to be honest. Going to Mass, you're probably going to find a lot of difficulties. It's going to be boring. It's not going to raise your spirits up and whatever. Because Mass was not supposed to be made to please your senses. It was supposed to indulge your senses in God. You see the difference? Ice cream engages your senses, right? If you get ice cream, it looks good, smells good, feels good. It's got a texture that feels good. It tastes right in your mouth. It's perfect tasting. That's not the Mass. The Mass was supposed to be you getting lost in the greatness of God, which is not there. So as a Catholic, what I suggest is just go. Despite everything that you're going to see there, just go. Unless somebody tries to fondle you or something like that, or touch your private parts, then you have to tell them no. You know, like especially if you're an adult or you're a kid. I tell the truth, no lies, because when I lie, we'll all be held in front of God for not telling the truth. So it's the truth. Just go to Mass. You're probably not going to get anything out of it. But the saints explain is that a lot of people will be looking for God, but God will not really be there, but God is still there, okay? So you just go, know that whatever you're going through Mass, the difficulties, the annoyances, the people there, I don't really like them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be lying anymore. This whole business of trying to be super is not true. I don't like them people there. They're a bunch of jerks. You know, they're a bunch of jerks. But I'm not going there for anyone. That's what you got to know. You're not going there for anything except the little that God has given us because of the rebellion in the church. The Tower of Babel. When they started speaking different languages and they offered confusion. It's the same thing. Apple don't fall too far from a tree. So I'm going to tell you this. You better go to Mass. Go to confession. And whatever it is, they persevere. Because if you're a Catholic, at least God will have to do something about that. Okay? Persevere, change your life. The most important thing is don't live in sin. Even if the church comes up with something and say, well, you know, you can do this. It's okay to sin like this. It's okay to sin like this. It's okay to sin like this. Please, pray the Dominican Rosary and ask Mary for help. And ask Jesus for help. Okay, if this whole Mary business scares you, all right, I understand. Just ask Jesus for help, okay? You know, ask Jesus for help. Mary is the Cadillac of going to heaven. Makes things easy. Look at what I'm doing right now. It's not doable with any chances. The wind is blowing. The devil probably doesn't want me saying this. Peace be with you in the name of Jesus. Let me hurry up here and get to Mass on time. God love you, okay? All these trials and tribulations are not for nothing. Nobody would do this for a simple Mass. I don't care who you are. I was feeling sick yesterday, dead sick. I started walking at 1 o'clock. Came over there like 1 in the morning, 12 midnight. Found a place to sleep. Now I go back 2 miles. What for? A piece of bread? Saw a piece of bread. It's Jesus. There are some graces in there. Look, I found the robins. There they are. Hey robins, I ain't seen them in 3 states. And now back in the picture. Hey robins, you like the way they sit there and run and pick up some worms. So here's the Mass place here. I have to run this bunch of people, you know, which for me is not fun. You know, especially if they think you want their stuff or anything from them, you know. And I guess not good. But it is what it is. We have to go to Mass, whether we like it or not. I'll be honest, I don't like them. I think I should be honest here. Some of these racist people here too. I mean, they're worse off than the worst. They're the worst of the worst. So I don't comment on them. It's not because I don't think there's anything to say about them, but my point is you just have to make a sacrifice and go. Right? Whether we want to or not. For the love of Christ. A lot of things the Christian don't really seem to make sense or feel the greatest, but it is the way it is. They just closed the door right there.